I would love to hear it.
All right. Do you know that in 2000 and call it 2005 no 2008, I lost 40 pounds going to a boot camp.
2008. Was it a
Yeah,
fat camp?
it was. But it wasn't a fat camp. It was a boot camp. Okay. Now, listen, this is all true story. It was at a place in the inner city of Cleveland, and I was one of very few white people, which I love, right?
Mhm.
And it's a big warehouse, and everybody does a step routine, right? You have a step in front of you, and it's 55 minutes, and you're doing this exercising, right? And in 3 months, I lost 40 pounds.
Nice.
I have a couple stories. Very first day that I'm there, right? We finished the routine, and it's a big warehouse. There's these poles, right? Support beams, right? Holding up the ceiling. And I'm leaning against it, and we're doing the quad stretch where you're kind of like holding your quad up, and I'm leaning against it. And the owner of the place, Gwen, she comes up to me like this. What do you think you're doing? And I'm like, stretching. She goes, that pole don't want your fat. And I look at her, and I'm like, I don't want my fat either. And she cracks this tiny little smile, right? And she was like, let go of that pole. So I let go. It was at that moment that I knew, I'm like, oh, this place will be great. But the reason why it works, they fat shame you. Every week you have to weigh in. Guys take their shirts off, girls take their tops off. They have like these like tube bras or whatever, and you have to bring your meal plan for the week that you ate, right? So
Right.
very first week there.
But Weight Watchers does that too.
Not like this. I track what I ate, and you go there, you weigh in, and everybody's there. And there's this girl, I forget what her name was, like one of the people that worked there, and she looks at it, and I had written down 3 Oreos, right? And she looks at it, she goes,
You mother.
3 Oreos. Probably more like a sleeve, like that. She's like, your weight says otherwise. And I'm like, no, it was okay. It was more than 3. She like throws the paper. I weigh it.
You're going to write down 3. If you're going to write it down, we know.